Rose with PsychicFuture.com, and this is your horoscope from the 22nd to the 28th of October. So we've got quite a big week coming up, particularly for you. We've got the sun moving into your fellow water sign of Scorpio, and we've also got a full moon in Taurus, and on top of that, the sun is going to be conjunct Venus, which is still retrograde, both of them in Scorpio, and the full moon is going to be conjunct Uranus. So what we're going to have here is perhaps some quite deep emotions that are like bubbling up to the surface so that they can be changed in some way. So with Uranus there next to the full moon, it might cause this like slightly erratic emotions, but it's going to be for the greater good. So if you feel yourself getting overwhelmed, perhaps you're overwhelmed with work, maybe you're overwhelmed in your relationship, maybe you're overwhelmed with just too much to do on your plate, and you're kind of getting these feelings of like, oh my god, I feel really, tense or really like upset. Try to just let it purge, because there will be some emotions that perhaps are like quite old that maybe you haven't addressed, and they've just been kind of repressed because you thought, well, I need to get on with things, like I don't really have time to feel upset right now, to feel angry, or any of these emotions that we kind of stuff down on a daily basis. These will come up for you, particularly as a water sign. And with the sun moving into Scorpio season conjunct Venus in retrograde, it's like all of the lessons of Venus retrograde that I have been going on and on about for the last few weeks are now going to be like in front of you. Like, here you go, you've got to deal with this stuff now. So this can be intense, totally, I'll give you that. But it is all for the greater good, like I say, because a lot of the time when we push these like emotions down, like anger and upset and even things like jealousy and like all these emotions that we're told that we're not allowed to feel, they stay in us, and then they start to operate subconsciously and make us kind of feel bad, and we don't know why. So for this full moon period, it's really important for you, Cancer, to just let any emotions come out. You don't have to do anything about it. Just, if you feel angry, then express your anger. Like, go for a run, or like, scream into a pillow, or just do something that expresses that anger. Or if you feel upset, have a cry. Crying makes you feel better. Or, take a shower. Like, do something. Like, go with that kind of energy. And you'll find that actually a lot of this stuff is kind of like stale and old, and it needed to come out, and you needed to have a good cry, and you needed to, go and jump around and like just get this energy out. And then with the energy of the full moon, that will be like you are closing a door on that now, and it's kind of healthy, and it's like, okay, I've dealt with that now, I can leave it behind me, and now I can move into a new period as a, new person with like feelings that I can now understand a little bit better. So yeah, I'll pick you a tarot card just to give you a little bit of extra insight for this full moon. So, oh, that one wants to come out. It's this one, the Hierophant. Very nice. Okay, so this is just talking about being very spiritual, being your own authority on your spirituality, and kind of believing in yourself. So if you think about the Hierophant, he is like the spiritual leader. And, he has great confidence in himself because he's aware of the way that the world works, he's aware of his own emotions, he's kind of enlightened to the point where he doesn't have a lot of attachments to things, and he doesn't have a lot of negativities, and that's why people look up to him. So this is just talking about this week, just being honest with yourself so that you can reach this higher stage of enlightenment, letting these emotions come out so that you can then move on and kind of grow from it and reach this kind of like level of authority within yourself, where you trust yourself and you're not repressing anything within you, and you're kind of feeling more spiritual and more at one and more at more peace with yourself. So yeah, that's a really nice card to get. So make sure that you really do go with that kind of energy this week. So happy full moon, Cancers, and I hope to see you next time. Much love.